Hello everyone. Today in Heredity and Evolution chapter we are going to discuss the topic evolution should not be equated with progress. See, because they both are different terms. Evolution and progress, they both are different. Because there is no real progress during evolution. But the progressive trend during evolution, it is development of more and more complex body design over a period of time. देखिए evolution में क्या होता है, more complex body design form होते हैं from the pre-existing ones. Okay, so children, evolution plays two major role in changing or evolving population. So first is it generates diversity in the interbreeding populations. जो evolution है ये जो interbreeding population है, जो parent population है, because in speciation we have studied that due to geographic isolation the existing population it get divided into two subpopulation. Okay, population and population A and population B. तो जो new population है वो उस population के member they are unable to interbreed with the parent population. Okay, so it generates diversity in the interbreeding population. And second one, it shapes and accumulates this diversity by the action of environmental or natural selection. Okay, so these are the two major roles that evolution play in changing or evolving population. And you know, evolution, it does not mean that plants and animals they both have evolved from each other. Okay, or evolution, it does not mean that the pre-existing species means due to evolution new species have been formed. Okay, so first one will be eliminated. It does not mean कि जो evolution के बाद means जो नई species बनी है pre-existing species से वो जो पहले वाली species है that will be eliminated, because if this happens so bacteria they would have been eliminated but they still exist. आपने देखा होगा जो bacteria हैं ये अभी भी exist करते हैं. So children, though evolution it leads to increasing complexity in basic body design, but many old simple body designs, simple life forms still survive, and bacteria are the best example of it, because bacteria they are found in thermal vent and in deep seas and in very cold temperature, in very cold area like Antarctica, and you know bacteria they are found in hot springs also. Okay, but they are one of the simplest life forms, and they are still present, they are still found in this earth. तो evolution का मतलब ये नहीं है जो simple life forms है they will be eliminated.
Children, you know, evolution is never unidirectional. Means the path of direction in evolution is multidirectional. You know, as many branches may arise from a common ancestor. Means many variations arise in the population at each generation. Okay, and evolution is a never ending process. देखिए evolution जो है it's a continuous process. Okay, and evolution does not follow ladder like pattern, rather it exhibits a tree type branching pattern. Means so many species may arise from a common ancestor. Means एक common ancestor से अलग अलग species form हो सकती हैं, and it is a never ending process, so we cannot equate it with ladder because it looks like a tree. For example, man and chimpanzees are closely related, but man has not evolved from chimpanzees. देखिए चिंपैंजी और ह्यूमन बींग्स को अगर देखें तो दोनों में काफ़ी सिमिलैरिटीज़ दिखाई देती हैं, बट ह्यूमंस जो हैं वो चिंपैंजी से इवॉल्व नहीं हुए हैं. But you know, both of them have evolved from some common ancestor long time ago. But दोनों ही एक common ancestor से evolve हुए हैं. And the common ancestor was neither like chimpanzee nor like a man. लेकिन जो common ancestor थे वो ना ही chimpanzees की तरह थे और ना ही humans की तरह थे. And after separation from the ancestral stock, the two resultant species have gradually evolved in separate directions to give rise to present day forms. और जो common ancestors थे उनसे दो नई स्पीशीज इवॉल्व हुई, जैसा कि आज के समय में हमें दिखाई देती है, ह्यूमंस और चिंपैंजीज. नाउ चिल्ड्रन, नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज मॉलिक्यूलर फाइलोजेनी. See, we have studied that evolutionary relationship between organisms is determined by homologous or analogous organs or by the study of fossils. But latest and the most direct method to trace evolutionary relationship is to find out similarities in the sequence of nucleotides in DNA or the sequence of amino acids in the protein molecules of living forms. So children, homologous organs, analogous organs and fossils, इनकी स्टडी से हमें पता चलता है evolutionary relationships between organisms. But which is the latest technique, latest and most direct method to find out evolutionary relationship is molecular phylogeny. So what is molecular phylogeny? Molecular phylogeny is a technique to trace the evolutionary relationships of different organisms by comparing न्यूक्लियोटाइड सीक्वेंस इन डीएनए मॉलिक्यूल्स. जो डीएनए मॉलिक्यूल है उसकी स्टडी करके उसमें जो सीक्वेंसिंग है, जो न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स का सीक्वेंस है, उसकी स्टडीज करके उसको कंपेयर करके दूसरे ऑर्गेनिज्म के डीएनए से हमें इवोल्यूशनरी रिलेशनशिप्स के बारे में पता चलता है अलग अलग ऑर्गेनिजम्स में. And if the organisms having few differences in their DNAs have closest relationship. देखिए, अगर organisms के DNA में अगर बहुत कम differences हैं तो उससे हमें पता चलता है कि वो बहुत ही closely related है. Means both the species they are closely related. But if organisms which have more differences in their DNAs are more distantly related, because they have accumulated more differences in their DNA. और अगर organisms के DNA में बहुत ज़्यादा differences हैं तो उससे हमें पता चलता है कि जो organisms हैं वो बहुत ही distantly related है. Means they are not closely related. लेकिन अगर उनका DNA similar है और उनमें similarities बहुत ज़्यादा हैं तो उससे हमें पता चलता है कि जो दो species हैं they are closely related. So children, now next topic is human evolution. See, man is also a product of evolution just like any other life forms. देखिए, humans जो है आज के फॉर्म में जैसे हम दिखाई दे रहे हैं, it is the result of evolution. However, man is the best and the most precious creation of evolutionary process. Man and apes like gorilla, chimpanzees, orangutan have evolved simultaneously from some common ancestor about 30 million years ago. But children, how we have traced human evolutionary relationships? See, we have traced human evolutionary relationships with the help of excavation of fossils. And second is determination of age of fossils by radioactive carbon dating method. And third is tracing phylogenetic relationship using DNA sequencing. देखिए, सबसे पहले तो हमें फॉसिल्स की हेल्प से पता चला. ओके, एंड सेकेंड इज जो फॉसिल्स हमें मिले उनकी डेट पता करके. और वो हमें कैसे पता चला कि जो फॉसिल्स हैं वो कितने पुराने हैं? हमें रेडियो एक्टिव कार्बन डेटिंग मेथड की हेल्प से हमें जो फॉसिल्स थे उनकी एक्चुअल एज पता चली. एंड थर्ड इज फाइलोजेनेटिक रिलेशनशिप यूजिंग DNA sequencing. Children, just now I told you about molecular phylogeny. That in this technique we study the DNA sequence of different organisms. जो DNA में न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स का सीक्वेंस होता है उसकी स्टडी की जाती है. ठीक है, तो जो हमें फॉसिल्स मिले उनका DNA और ह्यूमंस का DNA कंपेयर किया गया. एंड दिस मेथड हेल्प्ड टू ट्रेस ह्यूमन इवोल्यूशनरी रिलेशनशिप्स. चिल्ड्रन, you know all human beings living on planet Earth belong to the same biological species. And our ancestors were inhabitants of Africa. We all have come from a common ancestor. Our genetic footprints have been traced back to our African roots. And some 1,000 years ago, some of our African ancestors left Africa and migrated to West Asia, then to Central Asia, Eurasia, South Asia and East Asia. हमारे जो एंसेस्टर्स थे वो अफ्रीका के रहने वाले थे. ओके, और हम सभी एक कॉमन एंसेस्टर से ओरिजिनेट हुए हैं, चाहे जितनी अलग अलग रेसेस हों या फिर स्किन कलर, बट we all have come from a common ancestors. See, approximately thousands of years ago, some of our African ancestors left Africa and they moved to different places like West Asia, Central Asia, South Asia and East Asia and Philippines, Australia and other places. While moving from place to place, the different groups of human beings acquired some morphological differences and changed into races like white race, black race, yellow and brown फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम. देखिए, जो हमारे एंसेस्टर्स थे वो अफ्रीका को छोड़ करके दुनिया में अलग अलग हिस्सों में चले गए और इस वजह से उनकी जो रेस थी वो अलग अलग हो गई, जैसे ब्लैक, ब्राउन, येलो और वाइट. And it is now proved that all human races belong to a single species, that is Homo sapiens.